Hello everyone, this is Nicholas Guillermo. Thanks for checking out this video. I am the founder of Activism Truth. This is the video about what we want. We don't want you to protest. We don't want you to write your congressperson. We don't want you to sit around and do nothing. And we don't want you to worry and we don't want you to complain. What we want is for you to investigate what the ballot access process is and learn about what a constitutional republic is and what it means and how it is designed to secure and protect liberties and freedoms, and what direct democracy is and how it is also designed to secure and protect liberties and freedoms ordained under the Constitution. And there is a dichotomy between pure democracy and limited direct democracy that is available with the ballot initiative process. I hear a lot of conservatives pull their hair out and start worrying and freaking out about the liberal conspiracy whenever they hear the word democracy. The only democracy that we have today that is something that people should be complaining about is the democracy of and by and for the politicians and the corporations. That is the socialism of the corporations and the ultra rich. That is the corporatism. And that is not the type of democracy that I promote. What we want is to change people's views about what direct democracy is and how we can use direct democracy to save the constitutional republic. See, the ballot initiative process doesn't allow people to break down the Constitution and violate people's rights. The ballot initiative process is supposed to function on a platform that first is based off of the Constitution itself. So only if the proposed initiatives that people want to see are in fact constitutional can they then be voted on by the majority and by the public so that they can be turned into law. So there's a huge difference between pure Greek-style democracy and limited direct democracy. So what we want is for people to open their minds to this concept that democracy and a republic can and should and will coexist. It is the only way that the people can have a government for and by the people, because the democracy of the politicians, when they vote amongst themselves and a majority win actually passes law, when the legislature is voting and they're casting majority vote, that kind of democracy is fully equipped to cause damage. That kind of democracy is a small minority deciding for the many. And that is not the kind of republic that we can stand for. We need to have a republic that represents the people. And the people's best interests have to be based off of intelligent, knowledgeable decisions and viewpoints. So we should not worry about democracy as a threat that can allow the majority of people to take away the rights of the minority. We should seek to educate and inform people to make the right decisions rather than try to take away that ability of their direct democracy. So Activism Truth's priority and what we want is to educate people as an alternative news source about real problems the mainstream media and the politicians do not talk about, and then to involve the public, to get people involved, to get you, the viewer of this video, to get started with this original, genuine grassroots movement that will allow the people to rise above the obstacles we currently face, where we're just waiting for politicians to fix the problems for us. Activism Truth is about empowering you, the voter, the citizen who is concerned, to have a vote that counts, to have integrity in the voting system where we can vote on actual law changes we want to see that will stop corruption in government. And we can use referendums to stop corrupt laws the politicians push on us. And we can use recalls to kick them out of office and nominations to get candidates that are radical centrists who will focus and work for protecting the Constitution and get people from the Green Party and people from the Libertarian Party united under one banner of liberty and justice for all. Our goal is to get all the disenfranchised Republicans and Democrats out of this waiting game, waiting for politicians to self-regulate themselves, and into the fold of making decisions yourself so that you can be the lawmaker and you can participate in making a government that serves your purposes. Mind you, our focus is to educate people about the ballot access process. And it is also to get you to know so much that you can then educate others yourself too. Because we don't want you to pass us the ball and give us money and just hope that we can fix everything for you. We want you to actually participate in creating a direct democracy world yourself, with us, together, as a team, united, for the country to be saved, to stop corruption in government, to stop the corporatism. And this is something that we absolutely can, will, and must do. And it relies on your participation. All we need is a critical mass of about 1% of the voters in our cities, counties, or states, or possibly 5%. If we reached a critical mass of 5% of the voters, we could qualify any plebiscite, any initiative, referendum, recall, nomination, or citizen grand jury almost effortlessly. And in fact, we could qualify 10, 20, 40, 100 plebiscites all at the same time and flood the system, flooding the ballot with plenty of amazing ideas that can save this nation. And it all can start securing your state's rights. What we want is for you to get involved. What we want is for you to subscribe to the YouTube channel. And what we want is for you to write blogs about Activism Truth, praising the concept of promoting a new direct democracy for the digital age, where we can utilize technology to network so many supporters of freedom and liberty that we can qualify initiatives practically overnight. We want you to learn all you can and spread the word. We want you to talk with me, talk with others in the network, and work with us to strategize how we can most effectively get the word out and reach our critical mass as soon as possible. And one of those keys is by using the duplication process. So if I raise awareness in you and you share this video with 2 other people and they share it with 2 others themselves and people start to understand what limited direct democracy is all about and they share it with 2 others themselves and so on and so forth, within no time we can reach out to the millions of people we're going to need to reach our critical mass and qualify any initiative we choose. What we want is for people to be aware that the solutions have been right under our nose the whole time and that no other organization has been talking about them or working for them until now. There are some groups that talk about it, I should say. I should be factual here. There are some other groups that do their good work promoting ballot access solutions, but none of them are proposing a permanent ballot access network, and none of them are proposing utilizing the ballot initiative process to organize voters who can then vote amongst themselves for the top initiatives and ideas they want to see on the ballot, creating an essential democracy within a democratic movement that will then empower the voters to utilize their direct democracy rights and pass initiatives into law. So we are unique, and what we want is for you to join our unique program that is for ideals that libertarians will agree with, that people with the Green Party will agree with, that disenfranchised voters, that independents will agree with, that will let the people become a legitimate constitutional 4th system of checks and balances so we can stop the NDAA and the Patriot Act, and so we can have a new investigation into 9/11 with our rights to citizen grand juries. So we can create initiatives for industrial hemp to end water fluoridation, to stop chemtrails, so we can create real voting integrity, to have tangible ballots, to stop gerrymandering, so that we can pursue any ideas that our minds can dream of that will save our nation. So we can legalize holistic and alternative medicines, so that we can free all the non-violent medical marijuana smokers so that we can eliminate the income tax and replace it with a fair tax and abolish the IRS and nullify them in our city, county, or state boundaries, so that we can end posse comitatus, so that military cannot serve police functions, and so that we can have citizens review boards of all the police departments so they cannot murder people indiscriminately and get away with it on paid leave, so that we can dream a little and start to create a reality that we deserve for ourselves and for future generations. So join Activism Truth, because it is the best thing that you can participate in that will allow you to actually make direct solutions yourself, inviting you to be a lawmaker and empowering you to empower others to change this planet for the better. Thank you for watching.